The video game industry continues to rise to extraordinary heights on the global stage. In 2018, the industry generated almost $134 billion from game releases, streaming services, and video game competitions, otherwise known as esports. In fact, professional video gamers are now recognised by governments as professional athletes and compete to audiences of over 200 million people each year. However, in May 2019, the World Health Organization approved the inclusion of gaming disorder into the International Statistical Classification of Diseases and Related Health Problems, now classifying video game addiction as a disease. So, why is the esports industry gaining popularity? And is this rise potentially dangerous for players?
Well, I'm a very competitive person and I really like to be the best at everything I do. And esports allows me to bring out my competitive side and for me to showcase my skills and talent as a player and to prove to everyone that I can be the best. And also, it is a viable career option for me. I get paid to play the game, and I could do this for quite some time, and I really enjoy doing it.
Hugo Cadence Chang is one of the many professional esports athletes and is currently ranked 155th of over 200,000 League of Legends players in the Oceanic region. He is currently a member of the UTS esports team, and whilst his talent on an individual level is obvious, it takes more than just one player to fill a team.
So my main role is to book practice sessions with other teams for my team to practice comms, practice drafts, practice all the little gameplays that they want to do.
Sahil Amlani is the manager of Hugo's League of Legends team, and whilst he doesn't play, he still carries a heavy responsibility of the team's success and culture on his shoulders.
The other thing is to make sure my players are healthy and mentally and both physically, so make sure they're performing well, they have no issues with management, they have no issues with anyone else on the roster, they're not being toxic to other players in the community, and to relay that information to my manager, which would be Stephen Hannah.
For official practice times with my team, I have to practice around 15 hours every week, plus the 1 hour of game time that we have on game day. But for solo practice, it's more like 42 hours a week.
These grueling schedules aren't unusual for professional gamers, with members of Team Liquid, one of the most successful League of Legends teams, practicing between 12 and 16 hours per day. These long hours, however, have led to serious concerns about the health of video gamers on a worldwide level. In May 2019, the World Health Organization added gaming disorder to the International Classification of Diseases. Gaming disorder is defined as a pattern of gaming behaviour characterised by an impaired control over gaming, increased priority given to gaming over other interests and daily activities, and continuation or escalation of gaming despite the occurrence of negative consequences. So, what do gamers have to say about this?
So I sit on the fence when it comes to gaming addiction and the notion that being addicted to video games is an addiction.
Catherine Benstead is a sociologist turned streamer who uses the streaming platform Twitch to play video games for an audience. When it comes to gaming addiction, she believes there may be other factors at hand.
From my own personal experience and my own personal knowledge, there's always something underlying an addiction for alcohol, for drugs, for gambling. They're really symptomatic of mental health issues or something else that's going on in that person's life. So I feel that when someone is addicted to video games, they're kind of covering or maybe even using it as a way to escape what they have going on. So maybe they're anxious or depressed or isolated, and so they feel that by gaming, they're escaping any of those feelings that they have.
Whilst addiction is usually associated with negatively impacting someone's life, a blurry line is created when a potential addiction becomes someone's profession. Hugo's gaming has led him to dropping from full-time to part-time university study. However, his intensive gaming has also led to other negative health impacts.
Well, I've been playing League of Legends professionally for two years now, and before that I spent a lot of time practicing as well. And that schedule I mentioned earlier, the 60 hours total every week, I've been doing that for 5 years now. And I have noticed some negative health impacts on me. I've recently gotten diagnosed with carpal tunnel syndrome and RSI. It's with my wrist, so now I have to watch how many hours I play every day, and I also have to wear braces, and I have to do exercises every day. And if I keep doing that, then ensure the longevity of my career.
Despite these growing health concerns regarding the effects of video games on these professionals, the industry continues to grow at an exponential rate. And there seems like one major reason gamers continue to game on.
It's exciting. It is really, really exciting. The atmosphere at a live esports game and a tournament is just phenomenal. There's nothing quite like it unless you've been there and really gotten involved in it.